Okay, we're on bridge 68, Shrubland Road. It's a little bit like watching the Titanic. If I swing the camera around to the right, you'll see the massive scale of these I-beams coming out of the mist. Look at that, all the way down there. The challenge for the newbies and people that know already is the fact that high cube containers need to go under here. High cubes do go under here at the moment, albeit the bridge that I'm standing on, 68 Shrubland, is the only brick arched keyed bridge in the Goblin cutting Walthamstow, and it's already been hacked into to take the high cubes. They couldn't lower the track. That was the plan. They couldn't lower it because obviously there's drains under here. And you know, I sort of knew all the way along. I didn't expect it to come to this, but I thought there's so many subcontractors involved. The fact that, you know, we've heard that the parts were wrong and it was late delivery, which, you know, we now know is incorrect. It was the fact that we were heading for bridge replacement, and then we had an issue with the London Borough of Waltham Forest and also Network Rail. These bridges technically are Network Rail property, but because they're road bridges, i.e. over bridges, OB, they're not necessarily interested in maintaining them, so they've passed the buck over to the councils. The councils don't want the money, they've got enough to spend as it is. So as a consequence of such, these people that have come in, Balfour have come in on the end of the second blockade, which was, I don't know, I was going to say years ago, but I can't even remember that. We're now coming to the end of the third blockade. We've got 7 days to go, and we're now getting to grips with clearance issues where you cannot go up because there's no way you can tamper with that, and you cannot go down because you've got gravity fed drains underneath, so it's going to be a little bit tight. Now let's not forget, bearing in mind that the bridge was already hacked into to get the high cube 9.6 ISO containers underneath, and now you've got to squeeze 25k in there as well. Now the bridge that I'm standing on is actually, luckily enough for them, is technically safe because it's brick and there's no steel on this structure at all. However, there is. You've got piling, sheet piling retaining walls, and you've also got this very, very, very heavy structure that's holding essentially this part of Walthamstow up. We've covered this before. Tom Warner put the line in and he demolished the houses. There would have been a house right where we're looking now, and he demolished them to get his line in due to the fallout of the other railway people, and he undercut. This entire cutting was done to get under the Liverpool Street Chingford line because he didn't get on with them. So all of this work was done in 1892 to undercut the Chingford line. So a lot of houses were sold, demolished, and the parts, furniture, etc. were actually sold off for scrap. And various strikes happened here. A lot of Irish, obviously, a lot of horses, the days before electricity and engines. And well, from the research that I've carried out, I know that some people went on strike, and then there was various humour about, you know, who's going to fix the drains, blah de blah, but I didn't hear about any deaths. You can guarantee a lot of people got heavily injured, and perhaps people died on this cutting. It's just under half a mile long, but you know, in the days before, safety boots, high vises, lamps, engines, halogens, Nikons, etc. Shifting out millions of tons worth of soil within 2 years. various people have come to estimations, perhaps 5,000-10,000 men on that job. You'd need, even if you quoted Belfort at a guess, you'd estimate to move this amount of soil within 2 years. You're looking at multi-millions of pounds. I would not think that you'd get this amount of soil shifted for less, at a guess, than 20 million quid in today's money. And here we are, we're back here. I wish I could be more positive. This is coming to the end of your Daily Rail. Join us